Hello, I'm Dana. I'm the head jewelry component designer at Amoracast, and today I'm here to show you how to oxidize sterling silver using JAX silver blackener and turn fabulous bright sterling silver Amoracast components as well as Italian sterling chain into fabulously rich darkened silver, and I'm going to show you how to then relieve that by brushing. So here we are in our kitchen, and I'm going to show you, it's very, very simple how to oxidize sterling silver. So I've got an old trusty bottle of JAX silver blackener. I say old because actually you can use this for a long, long time. And I keep it in a separate bottle, and I use just a simple Tupperware. I keep the new separate, and I reuse this over and over again until the strength is not, until we've lost a bit of strength through use. What we need to do is you can use chopsticks, as long as it's not metal, chopsticks, forks, spoons. But what I'm doing here is I've got a little bit. All you need is just a little bit, enough so that it covers the silver, and it's actually very quick. So you can see I put the silver in, and already it's turned dark, and in some cases you can actually have it so that the stone is in, but you know, and I'm going to run some water, and all I do, that's enough, and I dump it in to the waiting water. You don't want to oxidize for too long, because if it is overdone, sometimes it turns somewhat moldy. So I've got this going, and I run fresh water. All you need is either a ceramic dish, or in this case it's just an old takeout container, a plastic one that I've used, and I just keep running it under water for a long time. By the way, I do have rubber gloves here, and you should definitely use them, but I'm very good with doing this, and I've been able to avoid touching it, touching the liquid. And if it so happens you have a bit of an accident and you've touched some, run your hands or wash underwater, but rubber gloves are highly advised, and I have them right here. So next thing I do is, after this has been running for a good long time, you can leave it in there for longer, I lay it out on fresh paper towel, kitchen kind is good, and let it air dry. You want to pat dry before manipulating it, and I'm going to show you how to brush and relieve the pieces. So about 15 minutes has lapsed, and this is completely dry. Now you see the difference between the oxidized and the bright silver. And to make it more interesting, even more interesting, is using steel wool. In this case, I've got 00. You can go finer to 4 times 0, but you can also go just 000 as well. And what I do is, you see, it is very, very easy. And anything that has recesses makes it look that much more interesting. It goes darken, and now you've given highlight to the design. You see, this is bright silver, and then what we did was we darkened it, and now I've used wool. You could use file, but I find steel wool is the easiest. And then you just you brush. So that makes it a lot more interesting. And here I have I pre-wrapped wire wrapping around a stone. In this case it's cubic zirconia, and it works well and all into the liquid. And so that makes it so much more interesting. There we go. Something like that. There you go. With chain, I have found you can do this. It's very easy to do depending on the type of chain that you have. You see, even through one pull, the tops, the bumps of the silver chain, the outside is bright, and it gives a nice antique look, more of a vintagey antique chain. And I do this. Now, I notice some people like to do it on a flat surface. You can hold it down and just brush. So that gives it an even, and you can turn it around. It gives it an even brushing. And voila. And I find that with oxidized chains and components, it looks really good with gold. It's very, very pretty. And that is something that you can do. Also, with beads, look at that. Becomes so interesting. So this is the darkened part, but a simple brushing, it highlights the design very, very well. I hope you found that informative. It's very, very simple, and mixing oxidized sterling silver with gold is one of my favorite things to do because it adds a layer of richness and complexity to jewelry pieces. And here I have also oxidized sterling with gold and bright silver. Anything goes, and it is very simple. I hope you've enjoyed that.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe to our channel because we've got more how-tos and design projects coming up.